Hello, everyone, and welcome to Kent Sundstrom Field at the Cardinal Sports Complex for CTN's coverage of VFW baseball. Tonight, Coon Rapids hosting Shoreview. Joe Young, Howie Shapiro behind home plate, and a beautiful evening for baseball.
It really is. It's pleasant. It's sun is out. We're in our short sleeve shirts. What better weather is there? And then watching a baseball game, it doesn't get better than this.
And Coon Rapids will have their work cut out for them. A very quality club coming in to the Sundstrom Field from Shoreview. And the Cardinals off to a bit of a struggling start this summer.
Yeah, they have been, and they're trying to figure some things out. Shoreview, comes in with a 15-10 record, but just coming off a 6-win weekend in a tournament where they tallied 6 wins, and they're coming in strong. They're coming in hot.
Center fielder Jonas Sparks into start. Carter Anderson on the hill for the Cardinals. Leaves the first pitch up high, 1-0.
They're 7-3 in league play.
Brings it back down, but too low now, 2-0.
Carter comes in with an 0-1 run record, pitched in 11 innings so far.
Falling behind the leadoff man here, 3-0. Fastball is there for a strike.
A little delayed call by the official, but it looked like a nice pitch.
Sparks knows he should see something good. Instead, way inside, and ball 4 will put him at first.
Cardinals with a 5-3 win over Forest Lake this weekend. Played a couple of Blaine teams, lost to them, but able to get the win against Forest Lake.
Called strike on the inside edge to start pitcher John Solfest out 0-1.
Anderson looking to keep that ball low in the zone.
He'll check the runner, and Sparks back safely on the throw over to Peterson. Runner is going, pitches inside. The throw is there but bounces away. And in safely with a stolen base is Jonas Sparks, moving into scoring position with a 1-1 count to Solfest.
Sparks got a nice jump off the pitch and able to steal that base. The throw you're going to see is going to come into the dirt in front of the bag.
Good pitch in for a strike, and Anderson back in the driver's seat, 1-2.
Again, it allows him to move his pitches around a little bit more, try and take a chance, see if he can get him to chase something. Looking for the first out of the inning.
Curveball is delivered back to center. It's going to fall in front of Farley. Farley trying to get the runner going to third, and Sparks able to slide in safely in front of the tag. And runners at the corners, no out for Shoreview here in the top half of the first inning.
That ball died off the bat in front of Farley in center field, but a nice throw almost got him at the bag. That ball's going to drop right in front of Brandon Farley. Didn't waste any time with the throw, and he just gets ahead of the
I think
tag.
I think he's out. I think the tag was applied while his leg was in the air above the bag, but not the call from the umpire. So runner is going to go. The Cardinals will throw down, and the throw gets away, and coming home is Sparks. And a little miscommunication means a run scores and a runner at second.
We only have one official in this game, so it's a little difficult coming from behind the plate and getting a good view of that, where you have an official in the infield gets a little bit better angle on it.
Good look, Aiden.
Joe Norberg, the batter, now a 2-0 count with Solfest at second. Good pitch there. Bring Anderson back to a 2-1 count. This one chopped in the infield. Charging is Pieri from short. The throw in plenty of time to Peterson. And they get out number one, but Solfest advances to third.
A strong play and a strong throw from Pieri at short, but again, they advance the base runner, gets an opportunity with just one away. With that runner down now at third, fly to the outfield. Fly ball to the outfield, scores a run.
That'll bring up the first base minder for Shoreview, Guy Fleischecker. First pitch, high fly to left field. Over on it is Alec Lehman, makes the catch, tagging and coming in is Solberg, and he'll be, or Solfest, he's there in front of the throw. Sacrifice fly for Fleischecker makes it 2-0 in favor of Shoreview here in the top half of the first inning.
He drove that ball far enough to left field, and Lehman made the play, and a pretty strong throw, but it's going to be tough to get him. Makes it 2-0 now, Shoreview.
So 2 out, base is empty. First pitch, hat to third, Breams up with it. The throw across to Peterson in plenty of time, and the inning is over. But the first two reach and score, and Shoreview has a 2-0 lead going to the bottom of the first. Back at the Cardinal Sports Complex after half an inning, visitors from Shoreview with a 2-0 lead. Coon Rapids hoping they can respond quickly. Kirby Pieri, first pitch, fly to right field, tracked, and it's going to drop in front of Christensen. Pieri is in with an RBI or a leadoff stand-up double.
A nice piece of hitting as he jumped on that pitch, and Pieri, who also splits time with the Legion squad, pretty good player, getting the lead off playing shortstop.
Wasted no time, and it was a high fly, late break by Christensen, and just not able to get to it in time. Stand-up double. And now Carter Anderson hoping to help his own cause. First pitch down in the dirt, losing track of it is Abercrombie, but it was right underneath him. No chance for Pieri to try to advance.
Abercrombie going to take a walk out to the mound to talk to Solfest, discuss a few things. You were talking about Pieri. He came to the plate hitting 400. He's 4 for 10, now 5 for 11 with this VFW squad. Carter Anderson leading the squad in hitting at 424. He's 14 for 33.
Pitch catches the lower edge of the zone and evens the count 1-1.
And Solfest is taking them out. He is also a Legion pitcher, so they're throwing pretty good arm at the Cardinals here, or at the VFW squad here tonight.
Another pitch in the dirt, and a nice stop by Abercrombie. Again, no chance for Pieri to try and move. Count goes to 2-1 in favor of the Cardinal hitter, Carter Anderson. Well outside, it's 3-1. This one slapped to right. It's going to fall in front of Christensen again. Christensen quickly getting that one into the plate. Pierre held up at third, but a solid single for Carter Anderson puts runners at the corners for the Cardinals. I don't know that they're necessarily the Cardinals.
Well, I said it as well.
The Coon Rapids VFW squad. How's that?
Very good. Logan Ratzine is going to be the courtesy runner over at first. Number 1.
Well, and if the pitcher's going to nibble on the outside edge, you take what he gives you and you drive it to right. That's exactly what Carter Anderson was able to do, putting runners at the corners, and we'll keep an eye on Ratzine. Breams the batter now for Coon Rapids as Ratzine chased back to the bag at first. You'll remember in the top half of the first inning, Shoreview getting their first run in the double steal. See if Coon Rapids tries to respond. Good breaking pitch right there on the inside edge for Nate Breams, 0-1.
Yeah, Breams watched that pitch curve inside, and as he steps to the plate, hitting .322, a good spot for him, good hitter, an opportunity to see if he can drive in a run.
Fastball misses low. The throw sliding through the tag attempt was Ratzine. Coming home to score is Pierre. Ratzine will advance over to third on the ball that got away from the catcher, Abercrombie. Double steal works on both sides. Had an error to get Ratzine to third, and we've got a 1-1 count to the batter, nobody out, and a tying run 90 feet away. This one chopped, is just going to spin. They're going to try and get the runner, and they do. And Breams on a fielder's choice.
A tough spot to run in, where that ball was hit. It was easy for Solfest coming off the mound, and just a quick little flip to Abercrombie to make the tag.
So Braden Farley will come to the plate with a runner at first and 1 away. His team trailing 2-1 here in the bottom of the first inning. Good pitch on the outside edge.
Farley hitting .364 on the season as he steps to the plate. Good athlete, good basketball player as well.
High fly behind second, and it's in danger. Christensen is able to come in and make the catch. It's a dangerous spot. Looked like it might drop in no man's land. But Christensen able to come in from right to make the play for out number 2. And now the first base minder, Isaiah Peterson.
Isaiah hitting .273, or his teammates call him Izzy.
And misses outside, 1-0. Fastball fouled off down the third base line, out of play.
He's a big young man if he gets a hold of a pitch. There's Don Bright, head coach for this VFW squad. Best in the business. Do you know what that means? Did you see the sign?
I did not. Peterson just getting a piece of the curveball. Falls behind 1-2. Solfest trying to get out of here without any more damage done. Preserve the lead he helped build in the top half of the inning, and that is a called third strike. Breams was on the run, but Peterson gets punched out, and we have a 2-1 lead for Shoreview after the first inning. Back with the second after this on CTN.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of children in foster care who will take you just as you are.
If you have a collision at 25 miles an hour and you're not wearing a seatbelt, it's like falling from a 2-story building. At 40 miles an hour, it's like falling from 6 stories high. And at 60 miles an hour, if you're not wearing your seatbelt and you crash, it's like falling from 12 stories high. Buckle up. A message from the Minnesota Department of Public Safety.
First pitch here of the second inning, Kobe Flanagan grounds it right back to the mound. Easy out from Anderson to Peterson. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Well, Coon Rapids had an opportunity to manufacture a couple of runs in that first inning. Unfortunately, they couldn't get that accomplished, but cut this lead in half here in the field like a quick inning, get back to the play.
Well, you definitely hope it doesn't come back to bite them, but anytime you get a runner to third base with nobody out and fail to score that run, that's one you have to hope doesn't cost you in the end. Swung on and missed. 1-2. Christensen kept busy in the field. A curveball froze him here at the plate. And that is strike 3 for Carter Anderson.
Yeah, really a nice pitch as he fooled him. You'll see it coming in here again. Just nice little drop to it.
Bring up the catcher, John Abercrombie. First pitch well outside, 1-0. That one's right in the heart of the plate. More of a slider, broke sideways, coming in on the left-handed hitter.
There's head coach John Che.
This one skied to short center. Farley coming in. And the ball falls as Alec Lehman and Farley did not communicate. The ball drops.
You know, and that's Farley's ball. I'm not sure why Lehman cut across. That would have been an out.
It's where communication comes in so crucial. And the inning continues. Second error of the ball game for the home squad. Only one on the board. I counted him for an error in the first, but Jake Hayes, the number 9 hitter for Shoreview, digging in. A runner at first base and 2 out. Pitch up high to start him out, 1-0. Curveball comes back at him. Pieri flips to Norberg covering, or to Orlikowski covering at second for the 3rd out. So the error doesn't come back to cost him. And Coon Rapids back at the plate, trailing 2-1 in the bottom of the second when we return.
Kids will spend 8 minutes decorating their little brother.
Brushing for 2 minutes now can save your child from severe tooth pain later. 2 minutes, twice a day. They have the time.
Why should you wear your seatbelt? Because the car could crash. You'll fly out the windshield and you'll go to the hospital. If you don't wear your seatbelt, you will get a ticket. How much does the ticket cost? Tickets cost $500. 10 billion.
No, around in the 300 and 400 price range.
Seatbelts are cool. I worn a seatbelt all my life.
Back at Ken Sundstrom Field, Coon Rapids VFW trailing Shoreview 2-1 as we get ready to start the bottom half of the second inning. Joe Kopp, Alec Lehman, and Ryan Garlick, the scheduled hitters for Coon Rapids here in the second.
Kopp hitting 304 as he steps to the plate. And as you stated at the end of that inning, that error did not cost them. They got out of it without any damage. Those are the kind of situations you want to avoid.
Solfest starts him high and tight, and now down low for ball 2. Again, inside, 3-0 the count.
Just keeping that ball, within parameters of the zone, just not able to get it across the plate. It's a nice pitch there, obviously. Going to take the 3-0.
But again, with a pitcher's or a hitter's count, Kopp should see something good to hit, and he's going to chop it to the left side. Scooped up by Hayes on the run. The throw is there in time. Very close. And Kopp is called out.
Yeah, and he had some wheels down that first baseline. We'll see it again. It was a close play at the bag. Nice pickup and throw.
I think the call
was right. Just got it. Just beat it.
Alec Lehman, first pitch swinging, high lofted fly ball to left. Colby Flanagan is under it for out number 2.
Solfest looking for a quick inning here. The bottom half of the second.
And now Ryan Garlick, the right fielder, will get his chance. 2 outs, nobody on.
Ryan hitting 250 on the season, getting an opportunity to start here tonight.
One of only a couple of freshmen last year that is playing on the squad. Came up empty with the big first hack. This one slapped and down the line to first. And Garlick is going to turn and dig for 2. Christensen comes up throwing, but nowhere near in time, and a 2-out double for Ryan Garlick.
Well, he didn't hesitate. He didn't look back. He turned that corner at first base. He knew he was going to make it into second with that double. Pretty good wheels for young Mr. Garlick.
Right down the line again. Solfest likes that outside edge to the right-handed hitters. Garlick just going with it right down the line. Good effort by Fleischhacker, but it was a pretty hot shot at first. First pitch to Orlikowski's in the dirt.
Jack hitting 231 on the season.
This one chopped back towards second on a couple of hops. Norberg to Fleischhacker for out number 3. We go to the third. Shoreview 2, Coon Rapids 1. You're watching VFW Baseball on CTN.
Jimmy can't sing,
and Tommy can't dance,
so we're gonna put some ants in their pants. Aww.
Kids will spend 22 minutes watching us, the super duper party troopers, sing about ants in their pants.
Isn't that funny? Ants in their pants, they got ants in their pants, they've got ants in their pants.
Brushing for 2 minutes now can save your child from severe tooth pain later. 2 minutes, twice a day. They have the time.
Oh, hi. I'm TV's Howie Shapiro. And when I'm not announcing CTN sports broadcasts with my sidekick Joe Yen, I'm watching all the other great programs on the CTN Studios YouTube page. There's news stories, great local events, and even full games. You can even watch on any smart device with a YouTube app. Whether that's your phone or a tablet, you can watch CTN's great programming wherever and whenever you want. You can even watch CTN's event coverage live. So no matter where you are, you can share in all the excitement. CTN Studios, building community through cable.
Back at the ballpark, a 2-1 ball game as we start the third inning. And both teams will start at the top of the order here in the third inning.
You saw the Coon Rapids out hitting Shoreview early on here, 3-1. But Shoreview has the lead at 2-1.
Jonah Sparks walked and scored his first time. And he's in the count here, 2-0. It's right in there, 2-1.
Hey, you want to try and keep him off the base pass. He's got some speed.
This one hit well to right, going back on it, but over the head of Ryan Garlick. Sparks is in with a leadoff double.
Ball carried a little bit, and Garlick playing in a little bit in right field. But a tough play. You see it come off the bat pretty quickly. Just gets over his head.
And now John Solfest. Little bloop single to center in the first. Would later score, looks at a curveball, strike one.
Get a little pressure on Carter Anderson here with nobody out and a runner at second.
This one hit hard through the hole on the left side. Coming up throwing is Lehman, and a good decision not to run. That was a bullet to home plate. And everybody stays still at first and third.
Yeah, Sparks took a look at Lehman in left field and decided he wasn't going to test it, but boy, you're right though. That was one heck of a throw from left field. And had he attempted, he would have been out.
Oh, he would have been out by 5 steps, even with his speed.
Yeah.
Joe Norberg, a ground out to shortstop. His first at bat, this time goes to third. It's going to bounce away from Breams. Took a funny hop and run scores, everybody safe. Second error of the ball game on the Coon Rapids squad.
There's still nobody out. Now you're in a different pressure situation here. The big lefty coming up to the plate.
Runners getting well off their bases, trying to get the throw from Joe Kopp. This one hit right at first. Peterson gets it, will go get the easy out at first. Both runners will advance, one out in the inning.
Yeah, really tough to go over to any other base at that point to just get that out. Nice stop on that hot shot. Take the out.
Hunter Alt shows bunt and drops a good one. Little miscommunication as catcher Kopp was calling for the throw to first. Anderson wanted to come home, and Anderson overruns the ball anyhow, so
I think he was looking to flip home as well, but
everybody's safe again.
Yep. Runners at the corners.
And a 5-run lead. They did not put another hit on the. Oh yeah, they did.
3-run lead. It's 4-1.
They didn't put another hit on for that, I guess if they didn't put an error up either. So the runner from one was well off the base, and Breams just didn't catch it after snagging the line drive.
You wanted to keep the runner at third.
Tried to get the run back at third, but Norberg able to slide in safely. Alt was halfway to second base. Run is going to score before they get the out, but they drag the throw out. They get the out, but they get the run as well. A 5-1 lead now for Shoreview as we go to the bottom of the third.
All right, give me a spot. You know my motto, safety first.
They could be dangerous. I think we should call animal control.
Animal control?
To be safe.
Don't worry. I got this. It's a new motto.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
I rescued Toast from a shelter in 2011. I love Toast because she's a lazy diva. Toast does whatever she wants, obviously. She's sleeping right now. She's an epic snuggler. She's so comforting. She's so loving. Toast makes me laugh. When I walked into the shelter, I knew right then that she was special.
Back at Ken Sundstrom Field. Big inning for Shoreview in the third, able to score 3 and build their lead to 5-1.
Well, they executed that double steal so well, they were able to score that 5th run and then recording the out.
And Coon Rapids will be back to the top of their order as well.
In a little bit of a hole now, they're going to have to try and dig out of. Still plenty of time, quite obviously, but have to try and chip away at this lead.
Sammy, your guy on the line last time.
Pieri with a drive down the left field line, long run, and one hops the fence as Flanagan goes crashing in. And another double for Kirby Pieri.
Well, he just jumped over that pitch too. And again, we talked about him splitting time here between this squad and the Legion, playing a lot with the Legion, and just a nice base hit. Gets that second double of the game. And wasn't too far from putting it over.
Bring up Carter Anderson, a single to right in his first at bat. Solfest wants to keep an eye on Pieri behind him. But a little more comfortable now with a 4-run lead. Pitch called to strike. Down and in on Anderson.
Yeah, nice to come in with that little bit of a cushion here in the bottom half of the third. To relax a little bit of the moment.
Inside, evens it up. Chop to the right side, high hop over Norberg at second, and then overrun by Christensen. Anderson hustling hard will get in safely at second. It'll be an RBI single.
Pieri hustling home with that second run for Coon Rapids.
I would call it an RBI single and add an error to get him to second base, charged to the right fielder. That would be the second error of the ball game for Shoreview. Some differences in opinion between me and the official scorebook. This one hops off the glove of Jake Hayes. Rotzine is going to be held at second, but it'll be a single for Breams and put runners at the corners with nobody out.
Well, Cardinals have a little something cooking here. I call them the Cardinals. Coon Rapids have a little something cooking here with those runners in the at the corners and nobody out. An opportunity for Brandon Farley. See if he can keep this going forward and drive it another run, drive it in a run.
So now the official scorebook and I are seeing eye to eye. They have decided that the bunt in the last inning was an error,
right?
Which will be charged to the pitcher. And that's the third error for Coon Rapids, and now 2 errors on the board for Shoreview, which is equal to what I have in my score sheet.
You're the best.
First pitch fouled back, out of play by Braden Farley. Farley, a fly ball to right field back in the first inning. Coon Rapids definitely wants to take advantage of this opportunity with 1 run across. And runners at the corner, still nobody out here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Curveball hit to third, bobbled a bit by Hayes, and that'll be enough time for Farley to get to first, Rotzine to get home, and Breams to get in at second. Everybody safe. 2 runs on the books, 2 runs on the bases, and Isaiah Peterson will come to the plate. A little meeting at the mound between pitcher and catcher.
Well, a couple of rough opportunities for Jake Hayes at third base for Shoreview. Not able to get that ground ball, allowing that run to come home. And runners at first and second. As you mentioned, Coon Rapids continuing to take advantage of the opportunities they're given.
2 errors in the inning for Mounds View. Peterson trying to make it hurt. This one in the dirt. Nice stop by Abercrombie.
Abercrombie looking over the dugout for a sign. He's going to relay it to Soulfest.
And the infield.
And the infield, correct.
Looking for the bunt. Pitch was down and in, 2-0. Shortstop Alt with the pitch was breaking to cover third. They'll go into the bunt defense again and try and throw back.
He's trying to keep that runner as close to the base as possible.
It's a tempting spot for a sacrifice to move runners into second and third and avoid the double play, but this one chopped, tag, and then the ball dropped at second on the throw across. It was in time, but Alt just couldn't handle it. And just as good as the sacrifice bunt.
Exactly, no
Peterson
question.
grounds out and moves the runners.
The throw was there, just didn't get it in the glove, dropped it. Runners are safe at second and third.
And now Joe Kopp.
And just 1 away.
Kopp, a ground ball to third. An opportunity for a base hit, could score 2. And even this contest.
Nice stop by Abercrombie behind home plate.
And a lot of foul territory here at Sundstrom
Yes,
Field.
no
so
question.
Pitch gets by, and it's hard recovery. Big hack at the high heat for Kopp. Comes up empty. It's 1-2. Goes after a pitch down in the dirt. And came up empty. They had to throw down to complete the strikeout. But nice job keeping an eye on the lead runner, Nate Breams, not giving him a chance to come home.
Yeah, and that's the key. You get that second out. Now you're just concerned about Lehman at the plate with 2 away. Trying to keep this at a 2-run cushion for your squad.
Curveball died early in the dirt, 1-0. Lehman a fly ball to the left. Looking for something he can drive. Farley, the runner at second, Breams at third. A 2-0 pitch is called a strike on the outside edge. This one right back through the middle. Farley will come home and he will score in front of the throw. A 2-run single for Alec Lehman will even the score at 5.
A nice job by Lehman placing that where he needed it to be and getting that base hit up the middle. And Farley on his horse around, coming in and scoring that 5th run for Coon Rapids, just getting through past Norberg.
Ryan Garlick, a hot shot down the right field line for a double with 2 out in the second inning. His first time up, now trying to extend a bit of a 2-out rally. Coon Rapids has put 4 on the board here in the bottom of the 3rd. Exactly the answer they needed after giving up 3 in the top half. Runner is faking the throw, or the to go. Good curve called the strike, 0-2. Another curveball, this one skied up middle of the infield. Solfest underneath it makes the catch for out number 3. But we're all tied up. It's 5-5 between Coon Rapids and Shoreview. You're watching VFW Baseball on CTN.
This new mom is struggling to get the skates just right. And now she's holding on for dear life. Her kids can see she may have broke her knees. They still love her though she looks like she's attacked by killer bees. I'm allergic. Proof you don't have to be perfect to be the perfect parent.
Thousands of siblings in foster care will take you just as you are.
Thank you for calling your GED Pep Talk Center. All right, now are you ready for your GED Pep Talk?
Being nervous is okay. It just shows that you're serious about getting your diploma.
A lot of things are scary. Heck, I'm scared of clowns.
No quiero ir. Danny, no lo puedo hacer.
DMC, life in your pep talk style.
Just keeping it real, Debs. Just keeping it real.
Whatever motivation you need, we've got a pep talk for you. Get your GED pep talk and find free classes at yourged.org.
Bring a friend to the ballpark.
That's why I came with you.
And that's why we are here. Starting in the 4th inning, Sam Christensen was at the plate when the double steal brought home the 3rd run of the inning and then resulted in Hunter Alt being tagged out near second base.
Well, Carter
Anderson that 3rd inning.
Has to feel pretty good coming back on the mound, now tied at 5 after giving up those 3 runs scored in the top of the 3rd.
Behind in the count, 2-1 to Christensen. One fouled straight back at us, Shapiro.
Good thing for
we got the good seats. We're right behind home plate.
I know we were talking before the game. Maybe they made the best seats we've had in this in the house here since we've been doing this. Right behind home plate on a comfortable chair. Doesn't beat it.
Pitch down in the dirt, skips all the way to the backstop. The count is full. Big pitch right here. There's one chopped left side. Bream on a couple of hops. Throw is in time for out number 1.
Solid play in the field.
Routine plays done well.
Yes, absolutely. Nice throw to the bag. Easy out.
Got to at least try to make it look easy once in a while.
We should start doing that.
Never figured out how. John Abercrombie with a fly ball to center his first time up that resulted in a Coon Rapids error with 2 outfielders battling for the ball. Not tempted even a little bit by that one up over the brim of his hat.
It's a good thing.
Outside 3-0. Anderson's pitch count has been outstanding. Through 3 innings, just 37 pitches. But using a few more so far to the first couple of hitters here in the 4th. Abercrombie taking all the way on 3-0.
Yeah, he too obviously wants to try and have an efficient inning. His team scored 4 runs in the bottom of the 3rd to knot it up.
High fly ball to center field. Back on it is Farley, makes the catch, and there's 2 down. And that'll bring up the number 9 hitter, Jake Hayes.
Jake would like to make up for his tough inning in the field here with see if he can get an opportunity to get a base hit.
Last 2 batters, both going to 3-ball counts. It's the first time that Anderson's been to a 3-ball count with a batter since the leadoff man in the top of the 1st. How's that for a stat?
I like it.
Didn't miss by much, evens the count 1-1. Now up high, 2-1.
That one got away from him a little bit, but again, you talked about the amount of pitches getting a little more efficient in the last couple of batters.
This one popped up right side, should be playable. Losing it is Peterson, but then he was able to regather it, find it, and record the out. 1-2-3 goes Shoreview in the top of the 4th. Coon Rapids back at the plate after this on CTN.
Live with a human for a while and you get to know a few things. Like, I know she's actually not a morning person. I know she does strange tricks for no treats. I know that water makes her howl like crazy. I even know how the floor stays so clean. She's quick. But the one thing I will never for the life of me know is how she gets so tiny and inside that box. Natalie, how do you get so tiny?
Shoreview came out swinging the bats, able to score a couple of runs in the top half of the 1st inning. Coon Rapids able to respond and score 1 in the bottom half, and then a 3-run inning for Mounds View in the top of the 3rd, answered by a 4-run inning by Coon Rapids in the bottom half. And that has us all knotted up at 5 apiece as we move into the bottom half of the 4th inning. Jack Orlikowski, the only man not to hit for Coon Rapids in their 4-run 3rd inning.
Jack looking to see if he gets something going here. Start this bottom half of the fourth off the right way. Fought back behind the count though, 0-2.
Couple of really nice fastballs right at the knees by Solfest. Now the 0-2 pitch. He climbs the ladder a little bit. Here, Orlikowski fouls it back and out of play. Trying to tempt him with something down low, but Orlikowski wisely lays off. The 1-2 pitch swung on and missed. And a strikeout to start the inning for Solfest, his third of the game.
Solfest is going to have to try and figure out Kirby Pieri. A couple of doubles in his 2 at-bats.
Two for 2 with a pair of doubles, a pair of runs scored. First pitch driven to left center, and this one's deep. It is not quite tracked down by Colby Flanagan, crashing from left. Make it 3 for 3 with 3 doubles for Kirby Pieri.
Yeah, again, he jumped over that, off that first pitch, all over it. Drilled that to deep center field. I don't know if...
Looked like it might hang up.
Sparks had
long
an opportunity
enough for Lehman, or Flanagan rather, to get there from left. But just out of his reach. And now Carter Anderson also 2 for 2 today, a pair of singles.
The key for Pieri has been jumping on that early pitch.
Down in the dirt, 1-0. This one flared foul. Out of play, 1-1.
Hey, looking back on the 1.
Hey,
looking back on the 1 now. Come get it.
Be a relatively big win for this VFW squad. Again, we talked about struggling at just 2-9, and this Shoreview team coming in at 15-10. It's a great curveball right there from Solfest. Gets him ahead in the count, 1-2.
I think Coach Bryce feels his team is better than a 2-9 squad.
Anderson had to reach out with that deep in the hole as Alt. The throw is not in time, and it's going to get past Fleischacker. Anderson is going to hustle over to second. It will be a base hit. He will get to second base on the error. Oh, and it was thrown out of play. Yep. So on the error, Carter Anderson will, no, they're going to leave him at second. I thought they were going to move him over to third. The run is going to score because the ball was thrown out of play. I thought Anderson should have one more base.
Well, it seemed like it. And I know John Che is going to come out and talk to our home plate official, or actually our only official here at this contest.
Well, and with how deep in the hole Alt was, he almost needed to put that one in his pocket or try and get the lead runner. Now look at it. It skips past Fleischacker. I don't know why that's
I'm not sure why that's out of play.
Dead ball. Why?
I don't get that.
That didn't get past a...
No.
Either way, a runner's staying at second. And the run does come home on the error. So Coon Rapids' first lead of the ball game comes here in the bottom of the fourth inning, now up 6-5. popped up short right field. Christensen is underneath it. Make the catch for out number 1.
That's out number 2.
Out number 2, I apologize. Please find it in your heart to forgive me.
I always forgive you, Joe Yen, because you make so few mistakes. Infrequent. I mean, I can count them on one hand.
You can say it with a straight face. It's amazing.
On one hand.
Per minute. Braden Farley, the new batter, reached on an error and scored as part of that 4-run third inning. Hope he can do something to get Racine home from second. Foul back and out of play. And Solfest in the driver's seat, 0-2. Goes down after that one. High fly to center. Sparks has it measured. And that is out number 3. But Coon Rapids has one more. They have a lead. It's 6-5 going to the 5th.
There are a million places you'd never consider texting. So why would you do it while driving? Leave risky driving to the professionals. Stop the texts, and together we can stop the wrecks.
Beautiful night at Ken Sundstrom Field, and the home team has rallied in the last couple of at-bats to take their first lead as we get ready for the 5th. Top of the order has been strong for both squads. Top of the order starting here for Shoreview. Jonas Sparks a walk and a double and has scored twice.
That pitch didn't miss by much.
I was waiting for the slow delayed strike call, but it never came. A 2-0 pitch is in there. One missed low, it's 3-1.
Carter doesn't want to risk a walking Sparks. We talked about his speed, getting him on the base pass. Just down a run.
Called strike on the outside edge.
Again, just found that outside part of the plate. Nice pitch.
Not getting the call, left that one just a little bit high, ball 4. Only a second walk of the ball game for Carter Anderson. Both have been to Jonas Sparks. First one leading off the first inning led to the first run of the ball game for Shoreview's, taking a huge lead over there at first. John Solfest, the opposing pitcher, is 2 for 2 and has also scored twice.
And I think Sparks wants to test the arm of Joe Kopp behind the plate for Coon Rapids.
Well, the top
for sure
two,
make them think about it.
Top 2 guys in your order have scored both times they've gotten to the plate. And Joe Norberg, the number 3 hitter, scored the 5th run. So, and beating out that throw, testing the arm and winning is Jonah Sparks with the stolen base at second.
Yeah, you can tell with
second stolen base for the Shoreview center fielder.
Again, getting that healthy lead, getting that good jump.
But an 0-2 count here. Trying to tempt him just down and away. Solfest stands steady. 1-2 pitch. Thought about it, but held off, and it dropped down out of the zone. 2-2. Solfest hits this one to right. There for it is Garlick. Throw back in is a little bit wobbly, but no chance for Sparks to try and advance.
Well, getting Solfest to fly out a big out for Carter Anderson and Coon Rapids. As you mentioned, one of those Shoreview hitters that has been productive in his first 2 at-bats. Got to fly out, not advance the runner.
Curveball stays high, 1-0. Joe Norberg reached on an error and scored in the 3rd. Had an RBI ground out in the 1st. One hit to the left side, stopping it up is Breams, looks the runner back, throws across. Petrusson will throw back across. Cover was there, but good wheels by Sparks to get over to 3rd.
Yeah, his speed obviously got him there, because Petrusson with a nice throw across the diamond. It was a little out to the outside of the bag, but nonetheless, that speed is going to get you that stolen bag.
Guy Fleischacker hoping he can help his squad get that tying run across here in the top of the 5th inning. 2 away now. First pitch skied to short left. Underneath it from short was Kirby Pieri to get the 3rd out and leave that runner stranded. Coon Rapids still in the lead. 6-5 as we head to the bottom of the 5th.
Checking your fantasy league?
Nah, just my 401k statement.
Nice. Where'd you find the money for that?
I just been saving a little every month.
I can't seem to save anything.
Well, what about all this? What about the money you're spending?
What money? It's gone before I can get my hands on it.
I got a pizza for a Todd.
Hey, can somebody spot me?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind.
It's 547.
Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
Wow, these are really good.
You act surprised.
Practice makes perfect. You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
They just heard Joe Young was in the house.
Fun for everyone.
Yes.
At the ballpark. I don't think that's what they're celebrating.
I do.
A fine summer evening to spend at the ballpark. What everyone is celebrating tonight. Coon Rapids a 1-run lead as we start the bottom of the 5th inning. Isaiah Peterson looking for his first knock, a strikeout and a ground out. His first 2 trips. Chases that one up high and falls it way back out of play.
Like I hit a dog.
Down and in, 2-1. Well inside, he wanted that one, but it did not break back out over the plate. And it's a 3-1 count.
And now Solfest in danger of walking the leadoff hitter.
This one chopped right in front of him. Be easy play for Solfest over to Fleischacker for out number 1. And that was just the 3rd time he's been to a 3-ball count in this contest. He has not walked a batter yet. However, 7 hits on the board for Coon Rapids and 6 runs.
This is Isaiah Comfort at the plate for Coon Rapids.
Fastball stays inside, 1-1.
Patience at the plate there for Comfort.
I think he called it a strike.
Oh, he did. It looked like a
swing and a miss, strike 3. It was just that really late delayed.
It was
strike, but that was a good pitch.
Yeah.
I couldn't call it a strike. But all that matters is pitcher, catcher, and batter all knew the count. We'll catch up. The rest of us, far less important. Alec Lehman coming up. First pitch swinging, rolled to short, scooped by Alt. The throw in time and a very quick bottom of the 5th. We go to the 6th. It's Coon Rapids 6, Shoreview 5. You're watching VFW Baseball on CTN.
There are 16 million children struggling with hunger in America. That's 1 in 5 daughters, sons, neighbors, and classmates who don't know where their next meal is coming from. Yet billions of pounds of good food go to waste every year. It's time we do something about it. Feeding America is a nationwide network of food banks that helps provide meals to millions of kids and families in need. Visit feedingamerica.org to help them feed even more. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're feeding America.
Here's your check.
Oh, you got it. You know, since I got rid of my car, I really enjoy walking.
Okay. Got it. No.
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates.
Oh, you're home early. You live with your mom?
That'll set your game back a few years. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Back at Ken Sundstrom Field. Despite the somewhat disinterested look on that young man's face, we've had a heck of a ball game to keep an eye on here. Back and forth it has gone, and the home team up 6-5 as we start the 6th. Hunter Alt, the batter for Shoreview, is 0 for 2. Did reach on an error, but then later tagged out as the back half of a double steal that led to the last run scored by Shoreview in the 3rd inning. Quickly behind in the count here, 0-2. And Carter Anderson going to finish it. Oh, no.
No, he didn't miss by much, but just a little bit low in the zone.
I don't know how you take that one.
I think Carter thought he may have had him, and I agree. Just going to say that. I don't know how you lay off of it.
That one curving outside, 2-2. Nice stick by Anderson coming off the mound. Get the assist on out number 1.
Nice way to start your top half of the sixth for number 6. It's that first out. Putting a little pressure on Shoreview.
Well, Colby Flanagan apparently likes to swing early. He's been up twice. He's seen 2 pitches. A line out and a ground out. This time, of course, he looks at one off the plate.
As you say that, he lets one go by.
Took a swing, got just a piece of the curveball. It's 1-1. This one rolled to the left side, scooped up by Beam. Cross for out number 2.
Nice solid play at the hot corner.
Hey, Breams has been tested a bit here this afternoon. And now Sam Christensen has actually been up to the plate 4 times. So this is his 4th time, but only because he was left at the plate when the 3rd inning ended. Great curveball right there, and it's a 0-2 count for Anderson.
Yeah, continuing confidence on the mound for Carter Anderson.
Try to get him down low, and Christensen wisely holds off to the pitch down on his shoe tops. One-two pitch, another curve, and it broke right in there and froze him. And a 1-2-3 inning. Cardinals back to the dugout and back to the plate when we return on CTN.
You wouldn't let money just blow out of your house. So when your AC or heater is on, make sure the doors, windows, and fireplace flue are shut tight. If you're headed out, turn down the AC or lower the heat by 10 degrees. And always keep your water heater set at 120. A little bit of common sense goes a long way. Get more great tips at energysaver.gov.
A single ember that escapes from a wildfire can travel more than a mile. That single ember can ignite and destroy your home or even your community. You can't control where that ember will land, only what happens when it does. Get Fire Adapted now at fireadapted.org.
Set for the bottom half of the 6th inning. Coon Rapids a 6-5 lead over Shoreview. VFW baseball.
It's been a fun game, very entertaining.
A first in CTN sports history.
Well, we've done back-to-back firsts.
Yeah. No. Sunday and Monday.
Doesn't get any better than that.
Got a new batter.
Preston Killian. Preston hitting .267. His first at bat here this evening.
Quickly ahead in the count, 2-0. Both starting pitchers still holding on to their spot on the hill. This one fouled back and out of play.
Come on, Preston, let's go.
Inside, 3-1. One popped up right side of the infield. Sofeld over to take it himself for out number 1. Number 9.
What number?
Number 9 in the order, but number 1, Logan Ratzin, will hit and drop a bunt down, but it's going to roll foul. Trying to catch him off guard and get on with speed.
Logan batting 150 as he steps to the plate, and again, that speed, certainly if he can earn that opportunity to get on base, it's a threat for Coon Rapids.
They would love to have some pad here.
Yes.
Before heading into the 7th. Pitch is low, 1-1. Fouled that one back, 1-2. We have not recognized the fact that we have a celebrity on camera, a bigwig on camera, maybe is a better way to call it. And Ratzin,
the boss,
rung up. Eric Strauss manning camera 1.
There he is. Eric.
Fortunately for him, we did not have to call upon him on a day when his son was pitching. It's Brandon, a member of this VFW squad. Back to the top of the order. Can Kirby Pieri keep the streak going?
4 doubles. And John Che coming out to talk to his pitcher, John Solfest, how they want to throw to Kirby Pieri.
Well, Pieri has only seen 3 pitches. He will see more in this at bat. I realized that until I just looked. All 3 were first pitch doubles. So I think the word was, don't give him a juicy one the first pitch.
Don't leave it up.
1-1 pitch is skied and may stay in play, but no, going to get just out. And the count will go to 1-2.
Yeah, if you're John Solfest, you get this young man at the plate, that's a win for you.
Down in the dirt. Curveball off the end of the bat, slow roller to Norberg. Norberg able to just barely get him. I mean, Pieri still almost beat that out, but he is out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning in the bottom of the 6th. We go to the top of the 7th. Shoreview has to try and come from behind.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
Now it's time for This Week in Bad Stats.
Bad stats?
Horrible stats. Here goes. 132.
That's how many batters struck out 4 times in one game last season.
Wow, very good. Here's a tough one, though. 3 and 4.
No idea.
That's how many kids witness bullying. 3 out of 4.
That's not a good stat.
No, it's not, but it can change. Kids want to help, but they don't know how. Visit stopbullying.gov and give them the tools they need to help prevent bullying.
There are plenty of safe ways kids can help at stopbullying.gov.
Jeff Anderson watching from afar.
But yet getting on camera.
Good to see Jeff at the ballpark. Jeff was actually my son Aaron's very first T-ball coach.
for him? So how many years ago were they two?
It was a couple.
Just a few.
It was a couple. It was close to 10 years now.
That's crazy.
I think nine seasons of baseball. I think this is Aaron's 9th season, so I think that's right. Don't quote me. Either way, his son trying to finish a complete game. Second hop to Racine at second. Easy play for out number 1.
Nice to get a quick first out here in the top half of the 7th.
Just realized I didn't do pitch count on him the last couple of innings, but his pitch count has been outstanding.
Trying to get the complete game and close this out.
This one ripped to the left side. Bream's able to scoop, takes his time, makes a good throw, and there are 2 away.
Got a nice arm from third, throw that throw across.
And Shoreview down to their final out, return to the top of the order. Sparks has yet to be retired. 1 for 1 with a double, 2 walks, 3 stolen bases, and 2 runs scored.
That's a productive evening.
That's what you want from your leadoff man. He was inside a ways, he had to get out the way. One pitch, called a strike.
Nice pitch. He keeps that within the zone, but to the outside. Sparks thinking that was a ball.
Curveball was going to drop in. Good job protecting. Drove it the other way, did Sparks, but foul. Can't tempt him with the high heat. The count goes to 2-2. 2 out, nobody on. Coon Rapids trying to close out this come from behind victory. Great curveball chopped and over the head of Racine, and another trip to the base paths for Jonas Sparks, his second hit of the ball game.
As Sparks was testing the outfield of Coon Rapids, because we've seen his speed. Not the man that Coon Rapids wanted to get on base here, trailing or up by a run, 2 away.
Well, and again, the top of their order has done all the damage for Shoreview. Sparks now on base for the 4th time, 2 for 2, a pair of walks, 2 runs scored, 3 stolen bases. Solfest, who's digging in, is 2 for 3 with a pair of singles and a fly out. And then behind them is Joe Norberg in the 3rd spot, the only other member of the Shoreview squad to get around the base paths.
Coach Bright.
And I think behind that, only 2 base runners through all of the innings.
Well, they've only had 4 base hits in this contest, and again,
and it's all from their top 2.
I was going to say from that top part of the order.
Spots. Well, 2 for their leadoff man, 2 for their second number 2 hitter, and behind that, no hits. Only 1, 2, 3 base runners. That's pretty good control through the order for Carter Anderson.
Yeah, no question.
Quick meeting on the mound, just wanted to make sure he felt confident he can finish it off, and he does. And a check on Sparks, and he dives back to first safely.
You certainly want to keep a young man with that kind of speed as close to the bag as you possibly can.
Well, we're at the point where a hit to the gap could tie the ball game.
No question.
The speed Sparks has. Again, they'll check on him, and again, he is back safely. Curveball in there for a strike.
It was a nice pitch.
Got a little excited.
You did. You did get a little excited.
Again, they go to first. Solfest calls time before that throw anyhow.
Go 6. Down ball. Back.
It's a big run over there, but being very cautious due to the threat of his speed. This one hit toward the gap in right center. A long run for the fielders. They're not going to get there. Stopped up and sent back in quickly. They're going to hold Sparks at third. Solfest with his third hit of the ball game.
And I put now the pressure's on the defense for Coon Rapids here. 2 away, runners at the corners.
Rule
try to tie it up.
Rule number 1, do not fall for the double steal.
Yes, that is correct.
You let him have second on runner's indifference. Or you run an infield cross play to try and get Sparks off of second, or off of third. He will move over to second on runner indifference. Defense not even flinching.
No.
Just want to keep an eye, take care of Norberg, and this game's over. Pitch is in there for a strike. 1-1. Way up high.
Get away from him a little bit. You just want to try and keep that pitch down in the zone, see if you can hit something on the ground. Let your defense do the work behind you.
Curveball's guide. Shapiro's back on it. He dives and Shapiro, did you hurt yourself?
I strained my shoulder, I think, on that one.
Well, it was a heck of an effort.
I got grass stains on my pants as well.
Well, it was a heck of an effort. Those were well-deserved grass stains.
Thank you. Thank you.
2-2, 2 on and 2 out, and a big pitch. It's a called strike ball game.
Wow, what a big pitch from Carter Anderson to end this ball game. And a big smile on his face, well-deserved, as Coon Rapids is going to win a big one here. A 6-5 win over Shoreview.
Yeah, and again, they had to come from behind. It was a 5-1 lead after 2.5 innings for Shoreview. Coon Rapids able to come up with a big bottom half of the third to even the score.
Yep.
They get the go-ahead and eventually game-winning run in the bottom half of the fourth inning. And Kirby Pieri, I guess you'd have to say the offensive superstar for the Cardinals. 3 runs scored in 4 at-bats. Had 3 doubles. 3 for 3 was Carter Anderson as well, though. And his runner was able to score 1 run as well.
And again, nicest way to finish this out for Carter Anderson from the mound. Gets that called third strike, gets the win for Coon Rapids, gets them back in the win column, their third win on the season. And hopefully it starts little something for them, little sprint towards a few more victories.
Well, it was a nice game to see, a fun win to be a part of, a beautiful day to be at the ballpark, but it has all come to an end. Want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. Again, the final score from Ken Sundstrom Field, it's Coon Rapids 6 and Shoreview 5. For the entire crew, including Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young, saying good night.